Hello, everyone, and welcome to Aberrant, Utopia North, here on Onyx Path, or on Dork if you're watching it later on YouTube. So, hey everybody, I'm Kelly, I'm the story guide here, and I'm really excited to be here tonight at, or I guess today, sorry, we normally run at night. It's so bright out. Cursed Daystar. So, hi everybody. We are playing this great superhero role-playing game by the Onyx Path. Once again, I'm Kelly, you see him, and I am here with my crew, Utopia North, the best, or third best, Canadian superhero team that exists. Why don't we go ahead and say hello to each one of them, starting with Bryn. Hi, Bryn.
Hi, Kelly. My name's Bryn. I use she or they pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Piper today.
Nice. How was your week?
That's a good question. My week was pretty good.
Nice. All right, you can pass the baton.
Okay. I'll pass it over to Rush.
I'm just showing that I care.
Making me think about the past. Your brain doesn't go that far.
Remember like a goldfish.
But you just say goatfish, and I'm like, what's a goatfish? You know what it is? It's the greatest of all time, just like you.
There you go. Aw, gross. Get out of here.
Okay, bye.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robin, and I use she, they pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Tessa, aka Rush, today. Woo.
And how was your week?
My week? Oh, man. My week was a week, man. I drove myself I pinched my arm in a forklift in a hard place. You know, I brewed beer for the first time, mostly by myself, and that took forever, and I messed up. So it's been a week.
But then it turned out okay.
It turned out okay, but it still took 10 hours to do when it usually takes like 6 to 7.
It's just you know what? It's aged beer. You know, it's just properly aged.
It's aged beer. Beer's not really supposed to be aged, but it's fine. But yeah, my weekend's over, so I get to start my work week again tomorrow. So, you know, woo. Let's try it again. And I will pass it down to Krista.
Hi guys, I'm Krista. I'm going to be playing Dr. Catherine Christie, the Molson Muscle, today, and my week was pretty good. And I will pass it off to Donnie.
Yay! Wait, which way?
Which way? I don't know. I don't know which way we're going. One direction.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael. I'm going with he, him, and I'm playing Donnie, the best thing since sliced bread ignition, the hottest thing since sliced bread that got stuck in the toaster.
I was about to say, there's a toast joke coming. I can feel it.
There is.
There is. Okay, so if this is your first time joining in, this is episode 4, Cape and Dagger, which is oh boy. So to quickly summarize what you've missed so far in this game, it is the year 2028. The characters exist in a world where superheroes have become a reality, and have been for about 10 years. They're members of a small, newly formed government-based superhero team in Vancouver, British Columbia that's basically meant to protect the entire Canadian West Coast. The game started with the characters meeting each other in episode 1 down in Anaheim, California at Utopia Con, or Utopia Expo, whatever it is, at Utopia Fest, Utopapalooza, and basically realizing that being a Canadian superhero is not necessarily as glamorous as one might expect, because there are a lot of American superhero teams that get, you know, publicity. Since then, they've also learned that being a celebrity is a lot of, what would you say, pain in the ass?
Putting it lightly.
Yeah. Okay, good. And through that, the characters have accidentally grievously injured someone. They have recently, last episode, stopped a trio of supervillains that were attacking a shopping mall in Burnaby, Vancouver. And game ended last episode with the characters having stopped these 3 supervillains and having one of them say something along the lines of, tell Greg, their immediate supervisor, that next time I want a helmet or something like that. He basically said like tell him I did the job and like I want my money type of thing. Mm-hmm. And it kind of ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger there. So we are going to start right away. And just before we do, though, I just wanted to thank Onyx Path for having us over. It's always great to be here. But if you like what we do and you want to see more of Dork Tales' content, go to twitch.tv/dorktales or youtube.com/dorktales, where you can watch so many things, especially because this summer we've had kind of a D&D binge recently with some World of Darkness and Chronicles of Darkness, and we're getting back into those and a bunch of indie games soon. So if you like the vibe of this game, summer is going to be really good for you, and really good for you four as well. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, and with
Make it
that,
so number one.
make it so. We already did that.
I know.
All right. Everyone's quantum is at full. All of your health levels have been healed. It's a week later. And you find yourselves in a incredibly boring situation. In fact, it's been boring all day, and you know what? You think that it will continue to be so for the remainder of your 12-hour stint behind the table. You're inside of the Vancouver Convention Center. There are lines and lines and lines of people, never ending, surrounding you. You can hear the sound of chatter all around you as you sit at your small 2x6 table. A pair of them, side by side, with little blue, frilly tablecloths dangling from them. Years of stains decorate the top, and each of you has a wall of Sharpies between you, the children, teenagers, and unwashed masses. 12-hour day here at Vancouver Cape Expo. In fact, we're going to cut right into this. It's about, like I said, what did I say, 4 hours in? How are you faring? You haven't really had breakfast.
We're doing a 12-hour long signing session.
Yes.
I've never seen any celebrity do that.
We're superheroes.
Publics are not insane. Yeah.
And you're government workers.
Oh, yes.
True.
That means we're unionized. Our union would not be okay with this.
What?
Just
What?
complaining about the union.
Cooney?
Yes, Cooney.
Yes.
Cooney.
We can drop it down to we'll drop it down to a 6 hour. You're 3 hours into a 6. How's that?
There we go.
Yeah,
And then
I
we
feel
get an
like,
hour
yeah.
break.
You get 20 minutes for lunch. But you won't actually get a chew during that because it's a convention,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So you just open your mouth and swallow that sandwich like a snake.
Uh-huh.
That's one of your transmutation or transfiguration things. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Don't have to chew.
You just don't have to chew. Rush doesn't have to chew. So you're halfway through your day. A bin of spent Sharpies kind of sits between every pair of you. And the person in front of you is, let's see, it's going to be... So, Rush, you've
Yes.
actually been doing okay so far because you can sign things faster than just about anybody else.
Also,
That is-
she's used to going to conventions, so she knows maybe not the other side of the table part, but she knows the long waiting in lines and stuff like that. So she's mentally kind of like in con brain a little bit.
A tall man with a broad chin, not necessarily, well, not bad looking, sturdy, military build, stands in front of you. He's just under 30 and is wearing a fairly broad pair of hipster glasses. It's the only thing that's really throwing off the general appeal of the uniformed serviceman. He's actually in his airman uniform in front of you right now, and is holding out a poster of you. Hi, can you make it out to Snyder?
Yes, of course. Thank you for your service, sir.
You're very
Snyder, I guess.
I thank you for your service.
Yeah, service for sure. Definitely Yeah, superhero life. Woo! It's not as noble as honestly what you do. You're the real heroes, to be honest.
I just fly the planes.
And you do a great job, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm new to this. I'm used to being where you are, going up to superheroes, so I'm a little awkward, still getting used to this thing. Superhero stuff.
That's okay. Thanks very much. He'll kind of awkwardly take his poster and head down to the next station. Hey, Snow Angel, could I get you to sign this too?
Yeah, absolutely. Who should I make it out to?
It's Bobby. Snyder? I was one of the runway techs for your dad for a while.
Oh,
you probably don't remember me. I'm a bit older, but
does she remember him? Should I roll to remember?
Yeah,
him?
roll to remember. roll me intelligence. Let's see if it pops into your head.
Okay.
Int and composure, I think, is the roll for remembering weird social things. And if
those are.
Oh yeah, we don't do that.
attributes.
That's Chronicles of Darkness. So we'll say.
Would it be like integrity and?
Yeah, we'll
composure?
say integrity and composure sounds like a great roll to be like. Oh yes.
Okay.
By the way, quick pro tip. This is a Jeff Goldblum technique that works like a charm in real life. Whenever someone introduces someone to you, lead like this. So, Krista, have you met Robin? Go, of course, Robin. If you lead like that and make it sound like, of course, oh my God. It just blows their mind. It's a Goldblum technique. It's so good. That man.
You do sound like Jeff Goldblum also if you do that.
Of course. Oh. My next character is going to be Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
Actually, my next character in a game is Bucky Barnes, but we'll see. Anyway, you got 2 successes. So yeah, he was a pretty chubby, pimply guy back then. Seems to have lost most of the weight when he went to airman school. Still has those stupid thick glasses though. And by the way, that means that he's probably not doing like any fighter pilot. He's probably like piloting.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't be a fighter pilot with glasses, if I'm not mistaken.
You can't have any sort of stigmatism. My cousin wanted to be a pilot, and
I don't think you can
any
be a pilot
type
at all.
of pilot.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
certainly not in the military.
Yeah,
probably not even
military.
commercially. I can't be a
Well,
pilot
in
because I'm
that
diabetic.
in that case, as you look up, you'll notice that they are not thick. They are in fact fashion lenses.
Okay.
What? Fashion
love him.
lenses?
Fashion
No.
lenses, yeah. Okay.
Fashion lenses?
There we go.
Who's wearing fashion lenses?
So, yeah, flight school went well. Yeah, no, I totally remember you, Bobby.
I wouldn't blame you if you did. Anyway, I just wanted.
Senior Chief Kelly, it appears you have a.
Sorry about that. Was loading up mod features to kill a bot, and an ad started playing for people. So there you go, double bots. Yeah, it's good to see you. How's your dad?
He's good. Yeah. He's still in Comox. He's an instructor there now, actually. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's
Really?
really cool. Hey, can we?
Yeah.
We need to get this moving. Can we get this moving? One of the attendants behind you with the Paragon security logo on his polo says, "Gotta keep this moving, man. Come on. 30 seconds. 30 seconds." Anyway, can I get a selfie?
Yeah, absolutely. She'll like hop over the table.
The audience is going to get kind of like a little bit flustered, a little bit cheery. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to do that. There's even a sign there with like no selfies in front.
As she's standing there, her wing will just like knock the sign over.
All
Just
right.
be like, nope.
All right, and right, cheese. And as he takes the selfie, you will see that standing behind you,
Oh my god.
just out of the corner of the selfie, is your team leader, J.M. Appel.
Out of the corner of your eye. Not his eye, your eye.
On his eye.
Was this the side I had it on last game?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I would be
Okay.
really funny if you switched it up, though.
I don't think it was. I think it was the other one.
I
think the first game, at least, he was on that side. I don't know. I think
No,
it
it was this one. It
changes
was
each
this one.
episode.
It was this one. It was this one. Sorry, I got my hair cut, so for some reason it's harder to tell. All right. This game, guys.
It would be funny if we switched it.
It would be just flip the flip the camera. It's fine. Okay. As he takes
In the background of the selfie, yes.
in the background of the selfie, you'll see him. And suddenly, we're back a week ago. Outside of the mall, the sound of rubble being pulled out of the way by industrial backhoes that have been brought in by emergency services. The sound of ambulances in the distance taking people away. The sound of the reinforced Utopia paddy wagons, I guess, the transport buses for these 3 supervillains. Loads them in. And you see Greg, J.M. Appel, standing nearby. It's only about 20 minutes since you managed to take out Womandroid, Killer Whale, and what was his name?
I couldn't remember her name either.
Supersonic. Supersonic, because she was useless. And as all of the emergency crews are working around, he approaches you. Hello, team. Good job. Are you ready for debrief?
Yeah, real ready.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Good. Hop in the limousine. Then we'll get back to base.
Should we maybe actually stay and clean up this mess?
If you want to.
Yeah.
It is your call. Do it.
She walks away and just goes to find like the foreman of the cleanup team to ask if she can help.
What crawled up her ass?
Oh, I don't know. Gem? Maybe the fact that you hired these supervillains?
In the one eye that you can see, a flash of anger and a little bit of anxiety kind of appears, and he kind of leans in close. You want to say that a little bit louder for the fucking cameras?
Oh, you mean the cameras that are filming a building parking garage that I took down with my superheroes because of this thing that you've done?
Your turn.
Donnie's turning and making a beeline to the vehicle. Like, I'm out of here.
I took down a parking garage because you
Yes.
hired people. People could have died.
They won't die. Most of them are plants or robots. They knew what they were getting into, and if you want to have this discussion here, we can. But it's going to... You're not going to like the fallout.
Fine. She runs to the limo.
I assume you are taking the Skyway home?
Piper's just gonna walk away without talking to him.
Fuck all of you. And with that, he will head back to the, I say limousine, but it's a van. It's the panel, it's the executive SUV / van transport that you always take.
It's
What's
like
that?
a cargo van, but a like limousine length cargo van.
It's basically like, it's a slightly, it's basically like a super SU van. Like an Escavan. Escalade van?
Man, yeah.
He heads in, sitting into the passenger seat as the driver guns it and begins making their way back toward Utopia Tower.
Donnie's drinking out of a hip flask.
Cool. There is a little mini fridge inside of here too, if anybody wants bottled water or anything. The
But
drive.
he's just stewing. She's just like,
Christy is lifting very large things that the machines can't quite get a grip on.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
we'll catch up later.
we will be having our meeting. 2 hours. Go take a shower. We'll wash some of that dust off of you. It's not good for people's asthma. Good work there, Donnie.
Thank you, Mr. Wait, you're still doing the accent?
Yeah,
Okay, Mr. Appel.
I am what I am.
Well, that's all that you have to be.
Look, I like to stay in character.
I got that impression.
Okay,
Miss-
look.
Look, it's hard to like call you like one time and then you're out of character and then talk to you while you're in character. Thinking that,
I missed my family barbecue for this.
I need a diagram.
You did your job.
I don't think I signed up to be a superhero to do fake rescues and actually destroy real infrastructure.
So you'd rather there be an actual supervillain attack? Think.
No,
This is
but
training.
I would rather not train.
This is training. Think.
Oh, Greg's back.
Oh God damn it! Are the the blinders are up? Blinders are up, sir. This is why I can't drive. Have you thought about it? Would you rather have this been a supervillain attack? Have a bunch of people just get splattered? Have all their guts and shit and blood everywhere?
No, but did you expect the fact that there was going to be actual structural damage? What if there are actual people there? There could have been real people at a mall. I didn't sign up to be publicity stunts.
Haven't they been talking about tearing that place down for like years anyways? They wanted
There
to
it
like,
is.
subdivide it and put up like condos and things like that.
And if you'd used your brain, you probably would have made that connection. It's funny, a lot of things work fast on you except the things between your ears, huh? Now, look, Rush. Tessa. Kind of funny that entire fight was localized to one corner of a tremendous building, huh?
Ooh, chips.
Danny, you okay with him eating your chips? It's fine, the driver says.
I'll share.
was my lunch.
They're
like
really
my-
good.
I like my
these-
ketchup chips.
I was gonna say these are good.
Thanks, I made them myself.
Oh, we need to talk about recipes.
Like your identity. It's a secret.
My identity's not a secret.
Oh my
Yeah, well,
God.
yeah, but my...
We'll talk.
Yeah. Danny,
Oh, the driver.
I need a last name for Danny. Danny's
Danny-
last name is... You know what? It's
Devano.
Danny
Devano.
Kirkman.
Danny
Because
and
I've been
Donnie.
making all sorts of Invincible references. It's Danny Kirkman.
Nice.
And with that, the rest of the drive, unless there's anything you particularly want to get out of your chest.
Are these fingerling potatoes? Damn.
Russet. You use russet for the high starch content. It means that when you kettle them, they don't necessarily burn as quickly, and they also provide a crispier outside.
Is this what being a superhero is? Is this all? Is this all that we're gonna be doing? That it's just fine to take out buildings?
Making potato chips?
No, but
I-
like we
I
do
think it's pretty
something.
good.
People could have actually been hurt, and now we're just discussing potato chip recipes.
What else do you want to do?
I don't know. I didn't think.
Here, have one. You'll feel better.
No, yeah, I'm actually kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. We're giving we're eating your lunch. Sorry.
I've
The
got
action's
more.
really good, Danny.
Thank you.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like the man knows what he's doing.
I'm picturing Danny is just like... Danny's like 6'4", like... Oh, who does this guy look like in my head? This guy looks like the dad from Us. What is his name? This guy is being stunt cast as... Winston Duke. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he's
Yeah.
good looking.
He is.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's okay. I got more back at the place. I'm gonna turn on the radio. I think that sounds like what we should hear.
Cool.
And as he clicks on the radio, we'll hear, Happy Canada Day, everyone. Well, we have a little bit of a surprise today, and that's a supervillain attack. That's right, but luckily, thanks to our local superhero team, Utopia North, these evil novas were stopped by the good ones. And minimal casualties, minimal damage. Luckily, this happened at Metrotown Mall, which was functionally being, well, less populated because of the holiday, well, celebration. So let's hear it to our heroes in red and white. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Remember to play safe with fireworks, and be sure to tip your local superhero.
Hey, Rush, check this out. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. You want me to get you at the same time?
Danny, can you pull the car over?
We're kind of heading back to...
I just want to run home now. I don't want to be in this van anymore.
Have another chip.
No, that's Danny's lunch.
He has
It's good,
more.
but it's
He'll make
not.
more.
No.
You should probably stay in the car.
Two
Greg
chips. Two
says.
chips. It'll change your life. Oh,
No.
that's a good slogan.
And with that, you head back. It's about 2 hours later by the time that Christy ends up doing all of the heavy lifting. Piper, what are you doing as you're flying through the city?
I don't think she's flying. I think she's helping with the cleanup at the moment, like
Okay.
lifting
So,
high things. Question:
yeah, please.
does Greg have a desk in the tower?
Yeah, I'll say he does. It's near the conference room.
Is there a glass ceiling above the desk?
Why, yes, there's a glass ceiling above everything in that building.
Phenomenal. Okay, so third question: what is the largest piece of rubble that Piper can lift? And fly
what is your strength?
My might is 2 and my mega might is 1.
I'm gonna say you can probably lift. And what's your flight?
Well, I don't actually have flight. I have like wings plus mega plus dexterity, and my dex
Yeah.
is 5.
I'll say that
And my mega dex
you can
is 3.
probably carry like a good 100-pound slab of concrete,
Okay,
which
tight.
is a probably, we'll say you can carry about a hula hoop's worth of concrete.
Okay. Then that's
a legit measurement.
that is all I need to know until they are ready to do their meeting in the conference room. Piper will not be there immediately.
If Catherine sees you prepping this, she will try to talk you out of it. So do it on the sly.
Should I roll a cunning to see if you
Yeah,
know?
you know what? Why don't
Sure.
we do a contested roll? So this would be, what are you going to defend with? So cunning and
I guess cunning as well to see, right?
I mean, it's up to you. The attribute matters less than the skill in StoryPath. So let's see.
Well, I just added a dot in empathy.
Ooh,
paying
yeah,
attention
yeah.
to people.
Empathy plus something, and then
Cunning.
this would probably
Larceny
be
for Piper?
It would be larceny for Piper. Larceny plus whatever.
Larceny. All right.
Amazing.
Plus cunning. Sure. Let's
That is
give it
the
a try.
best roll I've ever rolled, and it's to
Oh,
catch
no.
you. Successes on 4 dice.
Okay.
I mean, I can't actually. Oh, wait, maybe I can beat it. Oh, let's see.
Well,
Let's
then
see.
tens.
Yeah. I might have to spend a skill trick here, or
Yes.
can we use momentum? Are
Yes.
people cool
Let
with
me go
that?
ahead and turn on our momentum chart.
Oh,
So
Oh, I
momentum.
have two. I have
no,
two
I vote no
successes.
for no.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, I have poker face, which lets me deceive people.
Ooh,
Well, there you go.
Fair. So you'll have 4 points of momentum going into this episode.
Activate the skill trick to increase the target number of any roll to tell you if you are lying by 1. So I guess I can only get up 1 there.
So that increases the target number, which means that, Krista, any 7s you rolled did not count.
Oh, I moved my dice. One of them was a 7 at least.
Okay, so then that'll... So thank you for owning up to that.
Yeah.
So that'll
I think
be
my
a
reroll
minus...
was-
That'll be able to be down to 3 successes then.
Okay. Yeah.
And what did you get, Bryn?
2.
You got 2? Sorry, I was updating our momentum. So you spend a momentum to activate that. Okay, so you're down to 3 now. So Krista, Molson will still get...
You're gonna notice.
You will notice just a bit, yeah.
So I probably like see her like awkwardly trying to like break pieces off to get so she can pick it up, and I'll just walk over and stand behind her until she notices me.
She's gonna be like, "Can I help you?"
What are you doing?
I am making a souvenir.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Do you want one? For superhero fight, this one's for Greg, but I can make you one too.
You're not dropping that on him, are you?
No.
Mom glare.
I will not drop this piece of rubble on Greg.
All right. Well, we should be heading back anyway. I'm gonna grab a cab. You're good?
I'll see you there.
Enjoy your souvenir. I'll flag down the guys and head off.
Meanwhile, back in the convention center a week later, you feel those same words come out of your mouth. Enjoy your souvenir to the person in front of you, Dr. Christie, which is a young woman who is just beaming at you with this like fanatical radiance. Everything about her is kind of setting you at edge. The cloying smile, the unwashed hair. She smells like she probably is very nervous right now, we'll say. As she kind of is standing in front of you, she's an incredibly short girl, fairly like square apple-shaped body, and he's holding out a photoshopped and printed photo of you and Dr. Spider.
Oh no. Okay.
And it's a photoshopped like fake romance cover that says "Put all 8 of your arms on me."
That's fanfic.
Oh no. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So this is the cover of the fan fiction that I made, and it's really getting very popular on Wattpad, and I was hoping you could sign this because you know Dr. Spider. I got Dr. Spider to sign this, and in fact, Dr. Spider has signed this.
Oh no.
Donnie's gonna lean into frame kind of thing, like go on.
Tessa's looking up
slowly
on her
push
phone
him
right
back.
now.
Yeah.
On the website.
You're my favorite Nova because you embody strength and femininity.
Thank you so much.
Mine too.
Of course I'll sign it for you. But perhaps I can encourage you to move away from a little more fiction reading and writing. And actually, I mean, you can look up his papers. They are mostly well researched, and my own as well. I mean, we need more women in STEM.
Oh, my mom doesn't let me do math.
You know what? Our parents don't always know what's best for us.
Oh,
You know what? It's okay. You keep up the good work. You do what makes you happy. Best of luck with your writing.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
May I ask you a favor?
Are you distributing copies?
Don't give him a copy.
Oh, you can find it on.
No, please.
Wait. Let me get my Sharpie.
No.
Where's my Sharpie? Okay,
Piper.
go on.
You can find it at
HTTP.
Wattpad.com/muscle mama.
Should we? Oh, should we be moving along?
Yeah.
You know what? It's been lovely meeting
Mama,
you. How about
Mama,
you continue?
MAMA or MOMA or
Yeah,
how do you spell Mama?
like mama.
Yeah.
MOMMA. At that point, there is a.
I'll just get the information directly after.
That's okay. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
You'll see a bit of a blur as a suited woman in her late 30s rounds the corner and kind of takes her by the elbow. Hey, it's really great to have you out here. Come over here. We have some free promotional material we'd like to give you for your, just to remember this by. Oh, really? Don't worry, guys. I got this. Your assistant Helen says. Helen is starting to get little wisps of silver through her quite long black hair that she keeps tied into a bun at the base of her neck. She's kind of on the just the barest, like, curvier side of fit, and it really is just kind of a Kat Dennings vibe. Kat Dennings in 10 years, we'll say. Okay,
Helen, I really love your hair, but your buns are always so tight. You should loosen them up a bit.
Yeah, Piper's gonna throw something at Donnie.
Yeah,
What do I
that's
have
why I
within
throw a
our
Sharpie at him
reach?
too.
Oh, Ignition, you sure know how to light my fire, she says, and starts leading away.
It's like right off of my press card. It's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I memorized it. And she'll wink out of the corner of her eye next to her, or like just underneath her cat eye glasses, and takes the person aside and gets them out of your hair. The next one that comes up is another woman who approaches you, and she is, in her 50s, quite tall, just a little bit under 5'10", and I know that's not quite tall, Krista, but hey,
I'm gonna say that's how tall I am.
you're tallish.
We're pretty tall.
So we'll say we'll add an extra 2 inches. It's just under 6.
That's
and
pretty tall for a woman.
I also write fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could answer something for me.
Of course. Very worried.
When you were studying at Cambridge, what color was the dorm? Like the dorm walls? I strive for authenticity, but it's some of the photos that they're posted on your bio are black and white, so I can't actually describe that, and I want to make sure that I capture the brilliance of your research into the MR node correctly.
What kind of are you writing?
I'm writing a spec script about you. Have you ever seen the movie A Beautiful Mind? I have a movie called, well, it's got 2 titles right now. One is a strong mind, and the other is a muscular mind.
Well,
I thought that the alliteration might be helpful.
You know what? That is a great instinct for sure. I mean, it was a crazy whirlwind time. I think the walls were just white. I think they may have repainted since then, but
Right.
yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything for me to sign?
Yes, and she'll hand you one of your dissertations.
You read this?
I had to make sure that I got things accurately inside of the script, so I've only read it 4 times. I have some notes inside on things that I wasn't 100% clear on, but I'm still working my way through the previous paper.
Wow. Which is this the Cambridge paper?
Yeah.
The one. Okay. Which technically was like her dismissed one that she never actually finished. Interesting.
Because
wow.
the other ones were less relevant to the actual formation of you as a complete figure inside of the narrative, and also is the greatest moment of tension inside of your personal story of growth into the woman that you are today.
Well, I would honestly think that getting my first PhD was more impactful to who I am as a person. But I mean, I suppose that's artistic license.
I think that the external conflict is something that narrow-minded, largely American viewers will need to rely on to be able to sympathize. Similarly to how Bohemian Rhapsody was reworked in 2019 in order, or 2020, in order to present the events leading up to the big Kool-Aid concert, no, World Aid concert at the end. When actually that occurred prior to... Have you seen all of the other things that we have over here? Helen appears just like almost teleporting. Just, would you like to... Come on.
Quick question. Do we have like professional emails?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They are answered by other people, but...
Okay, fair.
Like muscle at Utopia North.
Yeah, it's something awful like that.
Yep.
I'll sign the thing, and then I'll put the like professional email, and just write a note. I'll try it, and I'll sign it, write my email on it, and hand it back to her and be like, if you email here, I'll try to get to you, and maybe I can give you some more details. When in reality, she's like, I need to shut this the fuck down, but she's gonna try to at least be nice about it.
That sounds... Thank you very much.
You have a great day. Thank you, Helen.
It's no problem. And the day continues to go like that. Over and over and over. I'd like you all to make me an integrity roll to survive the torture.
Oh no.
I have nothing in integrity.
That's great.
Me neither. Use composure?
Composure would work. Okay, stamina could also work.
I do presence?
Okay, I'll do stamina.
Actually, I have more composure than I have
integrity
stamina.
plus presence, just to grin and bear it through it.
Oh gosh.
One success.
Okay.
Well.
4 successes. Donnie?
10s continue to blow up, right?
They do. 3 successes, okay.
Because I just rolled 3 10s in a row plus 2 others, so I'm at 5.
Shit,
5
son.
successes.
Oh wait, I get perks.
You get perks.
Yeah, a bunch of perks. I get fame, and I also get striking. It's like...
Oh, we get fame on top of that?
Yep.
Yeah,
you get fame as another as an enhancement.
Would help with this, right?
Oh, so I'm up to 7.
Up to 7, and also if you have any other enhancements, let me know. 5, 1.
I got nothing because I have secret identity. I don't have fame. I chose the other one.
That's fair. Rush, this is starting to really wear you. You
I
are
have 7.
7? Okay. So the 3 of you, you've got... So, Dr. Christie, you are the next closest to cracking, but even then, you've gone through dissertations, you've gone through defenses. Your PhD defense was over 6 hours long. This is fine. Right? Like, you just grin and bear it. Like, you've been a woman in STEM long enough, you know how to just take shit and just pass it out the other side. Okay. The other 2 of you are really enjoying this. Even. Like, you're a little tired, but hey, it's part of the gig, and you know what? For every fan that annoys you is like a family of 4 that comes up and is just incredibly excited to see you. Donnie, one of them has gone and this grandmother comes up to you and has knitted you a sweater that says hot stuff on it. With a bunch of like flame decals. Like, it's actually like a legitimately nice cashmere sweater.
Do you put it on immediately? And if you don't, Piper's going to help you put that on immediately.
Right?
Yes.
And Piper...
Yeah, I put it on and I'm like, oh, it's a little tight. Probably to
show off the pecs, dearie.
Didn't account for thy ripply body. But, here, maybe you can help me squeeze it down a bit more.
Oh, no.
Piper immediately regrets and is now kind of like trying, like, she doesn't, like, she wants to run away, but
Tessa's
Piper.
cheeks are like red. Just
Piper,
like,
you have superpowers. Grab the other side and help her.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's okay, dearie. I've got it.
Okay, Piper,
Piper is like afraid of this
get
woman.
in line. Get in line.
The
No, she's got
grandmother-
it, Donnie. She's
what's
like
Oh,
very nimble, dexterous Skeletor fingers she's got there.
man, you could probably throw an entire throw together with like
Jesus
those knitting
Christ.
fingers.
well, you know what they say. Oh, you know, this would look better if it was tucked into your belt.
Yeah, here, let me get that for you.
No, I've got it. I've got it. She starts like shoving it down your pants.
oh, it's a really tight fit. I'm sorry.
And
Piper's gonna, like, if we have like water or like glasses of water on the table, Piper's gonna be like, oh no, and spill it on Donnie and be like, oh, looks like you have to go back and change Donnie.
oh no, it's
No,
waterproof.
I got it, and I'll just like crank up the heat and turn it into steam immediately.
Oh. All right, come on.
Oh, that never happens to me.
Well, come on, Edna. It's probably time for you to go walk over here now.
No. Edna's having fun. Like, this might be her last
I'm having
time
a lot
ever
of
being
fun.
the one. This might be her last time here. Let her enjoy. Come on, everyone else, get some pictures of this. Share it on your social media. Make sure you hashtag me.
can we go yet?
Just
And
like
Piper-
20 more minutes.
You've got 45 more minutes at least.
45 more
Helen
minutes.
said.
Come on.
Oh, I need to calm down.
You do need to calm down. So Piper, a moment later, you have a similar experience where a pair of women bring their daughter up, and as they approach, the daughter's about like 6, maybe 7 years old. Deep freckles on basically like just like all over her face, like huge, massive, kinky red hair back in pigtails. Like, honestly, this is like the most adorable little like toothless girl that you've ever seen. And as you are looking at her, she kind of like is hiding behind one of her mom's legs. And come on, Diane, it's fine, come on. Her other mom leans down and goes, come on, you can do it, we practiced this.
Hello.
The little girl kind of shifts and moves a bit forward. Can you sign this? And hands you a doll, like a handmade doll
Aw.
of you.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yes, of course. This is a very lovely doll here. Does she have a name?
Piper?
Well,
I want to be a pilot when I grow up just like you. And I want to fly. Even if I have to get my own wings, like other... Just... And she just starts crying. No, it's okay, honey. It's okay. She's really excited to see you. She gets overwhelmed.
I'll sign the doll and then like hop over the table and be like, "Hey, it was really nice to meet you. Do you want a hug?" I'll give her a hug.
All right, and Tessa, as you are watching that, you will you'll hear someone approach your side of the table, and it's a guy that's about 15, 16 years old, you'd say. Can you sign this for me? And he holds out, and you see that this guy is approaching you. He's actually on a pair of crutches and is wearing a neck brace, and as he leans forward kind of very gingerly, he kind of holds out his mostly casted arm to you. He actually has what looks like an older brother there kind of supporting him and helping him walk up to you. Can you sign this for me?
Yeah, of course. Would you like to make it out to your name, sir? Not sir, guy.
Baron. My name's Baron.
I hate to ask, or are you okay, Baron? I mean, obviously not, but thanks
Because
for coming and staying in line to get me to sign this. That's like.
It's the least I could do after you saved me. Thank you.
Of course. You're welcome.
His brother leans in, older, better looking, darker hair, just everything about him screams just like the top dog of the family. Kind of leans in. Seriously, thanks for being there. I don't know what we would have done if those supervillains had.
Yeah. I'm so sorry that you are in this cast, but I am so glad that I was able to grab you.
You didn't grab us. We were in the parkade when it fell in, but you guys took them out and saved them. We saw the whole thing. It was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool. Thank you. Hey, we gotta go. We gotta re-up you, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And as they lead away, you can see that Dr. Christie had already signed something as well. And you'd been distracted by the girl and looked away, but Dr. Christie, they had gone to you first and thanked you for removing the rubble from their car that was pinning them in. As they walk away, a bit of anger starts to flood through you. Again, something that hadn't been settled since last week. As you start to feel your vision turn a bit red, Helen is right next to you. Are you doing okay? Do you need to take a minute, Tess? She whispers too quietly for anyone else to hear. Actually, you know what? She'd say Rush. She'd say Rush. Do you need a minute, Rush?
Yes.
I'll take over here. Don't worry. I got you. She smiles and pats you on the arm and says, hey, Rush, we're out. You know what? We are out of Sharpies. I don't know how we're going to sign anything. Is there any way you could zip out and go get a little bit more Utopia North merchandise for us to hand out to these fans who have been waiting so long?
Of course, I would love to. She's like, has the biggest fake smile on, like she's trying to hold it together. She wants to like punch a wall so bad right now. It's just like, but she's like, of course, I would love to rip out and get it. I'll be right back.
And with that, she blurs away. Helen's great. She really saves your butt at times. This past week has been great. Kind of miss Dave, though. Meanwhile, a week before, the conference room. You all make it there eventually. Are you? You're not dropping it on his desk after all?
No, I said I wouldn't drop it on Greg. I did not say I would not drop it on his desk. Or maybe the conference room table. It's probably more dramatic.
That's more dramatic.
The conference
Ideally, if Piper's flying over and everyone's standing around the conference room table and Greg's standing there, that's what
inside of the conference room proper. You all have taken your seats after cleaning up. Dr. Christie, you're still quite dirty.
Oh yeah, she's still in her like superhero getup and covered in dust and rubble and doesn't care.
All right, everyone. Well, when Piper actually decides to get here, I think that would be a good time to start. But you know what? I can't wait around forever. So, without further ado, let's actually get into the meat of today. So, I am probably sure, Greg says, that you have some questions, some responses. You probably have something in mind, and the skylight explodes as a rock roughly the size of a coffee table falls through and hits the desk, just crushing it right down the center. The ends are going to flip up. Bits of conference equipment is going to shatter against the extra thick windows. And Piper, how are you landing here? Are you just gonna
She's gonna come down through the hole. Ideally, at this point, she's timed it so the sun is behind her. I have no idea what time of day it is, but I really want Greg to look up and not be able to see.
That will be. That'll.
Nice.
I believe you can activate your 2 fucking extra stunt.
There you go. Yeah.
That's on Bryn's character sheet, not the
It's
characters.
so good. Yeah, exactly.
All right. It explodes, and everybody takes all of the baselines take cover. What do you 3 do, seeing her kind of through the ceiling?
I'll probably turn off my flame shield, and because I probably absorbed any
You just turn it
that
off.
flew my direction. Just
All right, flame erupts out of you. Spend a quantum to have that happen. That's good.
Yep.
All right, and Rush, what are you doing?
Probably just sitting, just kind of like stewing, staring at Greg. She didn't even care that the conference table broke. She probably like zipped out of the way real fast, but then like in a blink of an eye, she's probably back in her seat before anyone like could even perceive it after it settled down. She probably moved and then sat back in the same spot, just looking slight like woof as her hair settles back down.
So Greg definitely flinches a bit. Dave shrieks and dives for cover. Greg kind of backs up and he was already standing up, but kind of like just backs up against the TV monitor at the back of the room and happy you could join us, Piper.
Christy is giving a very disapproving mom glare.
Tess is gonna like cast a smirk at Piper, being like,
Piper will like pick a chair up off the on the ground and like set it up and then just like sit down.
Haven't we had enough dramatics today, Piper?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask Greg that.
yeah, let's take some of the parking garage that I destroyed. Let's talk about that, because it's in our laps now.
we're gonna talk through our feelings now. This is the direction we're going.
Let's not talk about feelings, Greg.
Well, let's talk about facts.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Christie, you had something intelligent to say. I'd like to hear it.
Obviously, this was some kind of training thing on your part, crossed with a photo opportunity. I understand that. However, there were people that were hurt there, and I don't appreciate being left in the dark when we are put in a position that will hurt people. I would appreciate it that if situations like this are going to come up again, we are made aware.
Yeah, a heads up would have been great.
Well, I understand that this type of situation is vexing. That type of heads up isn't always something that we can do. Number one, the majority of you aren't good actors, and you wouldn't bring your A game there if you knew it was fake. Number two, we had a limited time frame to make this happen. Before you get mad at me and, well, I don't know, ruin your own headquarters. Yeah, this was my op, ordered from senior brass. We make the best of what we're dealt. No civilians were supposed to be in that area. Everyone who was either a plant or one of Woolman Droid's synthezoids.
And was it? Is it 100% confirmed that there was no civilians there?
Inside of a 100-meter radius, yes. With the notable exception of the parking garage, which was not supposed to be part of the action.
Well, maybe we would have known that if you'd told us shit.
Yeah.
It's not how you build a fucking trust relationship, Greg.
Yelling between each other is not going to help.
Yo,
You need to
I'm gonna
plan.
yell if I want to yell.
I'm gonna pull out Piper's nude picture and throw it across the table. Be like,
oh shit!
I couldn't hear you over your yelling, Piper. Maybe you should tone that shit down a bit.
I'm gonna add a momentum. That was great.
I don't know,
mean,
maybe I'm new to this whole superhero
I didn't rip
thing.
the other ones up and put them in my pocket, but you're not the only one here that doesn't have shit to account for.
What? What does that even mean?
Somebody out there is holding stuff over us. The last thing we need to do is start, like, being at each other's throats. This is probably exactly what they want.
It's not what they want because, Miss Senor Je m'appelle over here is the one that organized this whole thing.
And
Yeah,
he's just
and he's
an
gonna-
employee like us.
He's going to organize our way out of this shit. So start leading this team.
What do you want? What do you want from me?
A little more transparency would be great.
Piper's gonna pick up a piece of rubble off, like, the large pile of rubble in the middle.
Yeah,
and
there's
just,
tons
like,
of rubble.
and just, like, flick it at his forehead.
How do you expect me to be able to give you that type of respect if you are acting like fucking children? I respect you two. You two? Tessa throwing a fucking hissy fit. Fucking tantrum. Good job. And you, destroying your own... Well, that's okay. It's gonna come out of your paycheck.
You know what, Greg? If you don't want to work with me, you can fucking fire me. But don't come in here with this unprofessional ass shit where you destroy half a mall, tell us nothing about it, and then expect us to be all like, oh, thank you so much. It sucks, right? Having, a building destroyed for no evident reason.
Also,
Did you even
innocent
read your
people.
contract when you signed it? Do you know what could happen to us if we do leave?
Tell you what.
I
You're right.
don't
You're
condone
Novas.
hurting innocent people. That's the
But-
issue I have, Greg, is there could have been people, you guarantee 100 meters. What if there's people outside that, the parking garage? I'm a fucking Nova. I didn't intend to destroy a parking garage, and I feel guilt about that.
Good. Don't do it next time. When it's real, be better. And as for you, Piper, you could have seriously wounded any one of your teammates with this. You could have seriously wounded me. You could have seriously wounded Dave there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have a fucking trust relationship, Greg. You want to try again, you little bitch?
Perhaps we should all take a breather and come back to this when we aren't quite as hot under the collar. Sorry for the saying, Donnie.
That's probably a good idea, Dave says. I do think that they probably should have been informed.
Dave,
You know what?
So-
I think you're right. I think you're right, Piper. I think that I probably could have given you this notice. I probably could have trusted you to act professionally. And I think you're right. We are stuck together. You and me, we're stuck together, so we might as well make the best of this. Because I can't fire you, and you can't fire me. So I can't do anything to hurt you. I can make your life more difficult. But at the end of the day, that's our relationship. I can fire Dave. Clean out your desk.
Wait, whoa, hang on. No, that's
What?
unnecessary.
What does Dave have to do with any of this? Greg?
Dave was the only one with clearance that the day that package was received. Dave opened all of the doors for the people who came in and did the light fixtures. Dave, honestly, it's for your own protection, Dave. Clean out your fucking desk.
This is absolutely unacceptable. Anybody could have.
No, this is wrong.
This is an example of exactly what I'm talking about. Any action we take has consequences, and the action that we just took here just harmed an innocent person. Maybe we all need to just take a 10-minute walk and drink of water.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm done harming innocent people today.
Good. Good job, everybody. You stopped 3 supervillains. Maybe if they keep up the good behavior work, might have some good teammates in the future after their redemption arcs.
Ugh. Piper's gonna be like, I can't do this, and just leave through the ceiling.
Good fucking riddance. Donnie, thank you for being a voice of reason, and Dr. Christie, I do appreciate your time and your patience. I know that this must be very frustrating having to deal with unprofessional colleagues.
Sadly, I'm used to it. I would like to, at your convenience, discuss your choice to fire Dave.
I'm not saying that I'm above reproach, but my managerial choices must just be.
Of course.
Dr. Christie, Donnie, Greg. I'm sorry I was unprofessional. I'm going to leave now. Dave, I am so sorry. And she'll get up and walk out. Not run out. She will just walk. I don't know.
Unless your pagers go off, you have a 3-day weekend. Go enjoy yourselves. Dismissed. And it begins to rain overhead at that point. The water drizzling through the newly installed skylight. A week later, that piece of rubble has been removed. Corporate, well, government, has asked you all to sign it. It's going to be auctioned off as a commemoration of your first battle as a team to raise money for the BC Children's Hospital. Just like, and this is a true story, the time that I believe it was Steven Tyler got really high and punched a hole in a wall at the record label's office, and then rather than get in trouble for it, he immediately turned around, grabbed a pen off of the agent's death, and signed it so that it was a commemorative item.
Oh, hilarious.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good to be that high and that clever.
Yeah.
And with that, we're back at the convention center. All right, everybody. Helen says, we're going to take 5 right now, so don't leave your space in line. We're just going to make sure these superheroes get hydrated, and then they're going to be coming right back here to do signing. And don't forget, for the Q&A session tonight at 7. Any questions? All right, come on, guys, come on. And she'll lead you to like the little green room they have set up inside of the dealer's hall. Mostly, it's just they exit you into this large ballroom with all of these portable poles and like very, just barely not sheer curtains from long-term use that smell like mothballs and convention life, yo.
I was going to say, can you tell most of us have lived that convention life? Because we're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so pulling back inside of there, Helen takes you in, and it's at this point that Rush will probably be able to reappear after your run, having seen in slow motion that all of your people are inside of this little tented area. How's everybody doing today? You're all hydrated? Do you need anything? I've got gel power packs. She holds up these basically like kind of like liquid jello energy sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
Got that. I've got sandwiches. I've got egg bites from Starfire. What do you need?
Everything looks great. I'm sure we can take care of ourselves. Thank you, Helen.
Everybody's gonna be on her phone in the corner.
The curtain will push aside after Tessa comes in and starts eating literally everything that's here.
Everything. Yep. Hum, hum, hum.
So, very good, very good. You're doing very well out there. So tonight,
I just had to sign a cast from someone that was crushed from the parking lot garage incident.
Yes, very good. Good job signing it. That's good. Tonight, we have done our best to arrange that the questions that you will be getting will be good ones. There might be a couple of wild cards inside. Double checking, is there anything that will not be acceptable? Accent's slipping a little bit long, guys. This is in character, by the way. Sacre bleu. There we go. I got it back.
I'm sure whatever you guys have deemed acceptable is acceptable.
Yes.
All right. So there is going to be a show of strength that they are going to want you to do. Dr. Christie and Rush. There is going to be a probably another cheesy thing where someone asks you to get something on the moon and you have to run and get it. Piper, do your normal entrance with the big flippies, the big flappy flips. The skylight in the main chamber is open for you. And ignition. You just keep doing what you're doing. It's good. Any questions?
How long is this thing expected to go for?
The Q&A session is 90 minutes. And 15 of that is loading and unloading, though. Yeah, 20 technically. So you will show up 10 minutes after start. You'll be backstage. And your handler will bring you inside. In this case, that will be Helen and the host.
Who is?
Who is the host? Who is the host, Helen? Helen checks her... Sarah Jarman. Sarah Jarman from Nerdist.
Questions have been vetted, right? I don't want anything like out of left field.
There were going to be a couple of audience wildcard questions, but who knows? For the most part, you will have maybe 5 of those.
Worried about someone discussing sensitive issues that have been brought to our attention?
Should not be.
Yeah. I'm mostly worried about you guys. I mean, I've been handling myself perfectly fine, so they could ask me whatever questions they want. I have an answer.
Mm-hmm.
I do admire your ability to think on your feet.
But hopefully I don't have to stand out there for too long.
Ironically proving my point.
Well, I will leave you with this. Good luck. You have this, Helen? It's fine. I have it. And be sure to take your break. I will have Danny do some support after this so you can go get something to eat. Thanks. I appreciate it. Piper.
Piper's gonna keep looking at her phone. Uh-huh.
Alright, everyone's on board. Good luck. And he will depart. Ooh. And he
As Greg's leaving, under her breath will be like, "Suck it, Greg."
Rush is the only one that hears.
Yep.
All right. And so, with that, you are left there with the four of you and Helen. All right. Does anybody need to get walked to the restroom or anything like that? I can absolutely do a run with you. All right. Come on, Piper. I'll help you get through.
She actually has to go.
He actually has to
Can I
go.
literally just run to the washroom, like, fast? I promise I'll be fast. I don't need a handler. I can probably avoid people the best way being
I'm
me.
sure you can. And she's going to go and sneak Piper off to the restroom because Bryn has a thimble-sized bladder. The rest of you are left alone there behind the tent for your last 4 minutes. What do you talk about? What do you do?
Donnie pulls out a hip flask and starts slugging a couple back. And
Through all these cons. I'm
Is
used to being
that
the
it?
ones
Is it
behind
drinking?
here. Is that how you do it? Man, I wish
is
I
that
could
how
go,
I do it?
I could really smoke a joint right now, but I probably shouldn't.
Let's
I'm
not.
I'm not alcohol based, if that's what you mean.
No, I
Yeah.
mean not. I know how your powers work. I mean,
No,
How
this
you
just
get
takes
through
the
this.
edge off. Like it
But I-
really has nothing to do with my powers.
no, I understand. That's what I
Can have a
mean.
swig? Could I have a swig, Donnie?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank God. Is this like the Nova stuff? Is this Nova strength or is this regular strength?
It's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B with a.
Okay, cool. Because if it's regular strength, it's not gonna affect me. So I'd just waste your alcohol. I don't
Just-
want to waste it.
There's like a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, but I mean that just opens up taste buds. So
I'll give it a try. Thank you.
It's good. It is a bit stronger than normal.
You genuinely like this, don't you, Donnie?
What?
That's not a judgment. It's just a question.
What, chaos and mayhem?
Yeah, I suppose so. But the
Yeah, it keeps me
signing
up at
and
night.
the talking to new people and the meetings, and you like it.
Well, what do you think being a superhero is? If you're not super, then how are you a hero?
Well,
I
I
like to save the world. That's what I thought I'd be doing.
All at the same time, or one person at a time?
had just committed myself to fixing things in the background. I never wanted to be the face of anything.
All right.
Like, you could
Here
put a
you go,
garbage
Piper.
bag over your head, I guess.
Oh, that's a valid point.
Oh, Piper's back. I'll offer my hip blast to Piper.
Wait, where is everybody? Where are we? What's happening?
We're still in the same
Still
place.
backstage.
Still backstage.
And Donnie's offering you a
I have
a
flask.
I really should have gone with the masked identity.
Piper
really
will like
would've
push
made
it
things
down and
easier.
away.
I've tried
Like,
to, but I
but
think
thank
people see through my
Okey-dokey.
disguise really fast. They didn't really work this out. When I said, hey, I want it to be somewhat secret, they're like, cool. You won't wear your glasses for...
Well, I suppose I didn't really get a choice in the whole looks department, because
Yeah.
this is a little obvious. Although I suppose I
Yeah.
could have laid it off as context.
Yeah, a little obvious. I can't imagine what that's like.
Yeah, but again, you enjoy this. You're like Donnie. You guys enjoy
Yeah.
this part.
Christy and I don't, Cat, I guess you like us to call you. We don't like this attention as much. I found today super draining, and the thought of 90 minutes of Q&A is kind of driving me insane, but
We're all going to be in that together, though.
yeah, we are a team.
I mean, what's the
Right.
worst that they could ask you? Like, you've lived your life. Just be honest about it.
That's what I'm afraid of, but yes.
Yeah, they'll eviscerate you. So what? Unless you feel horrible about your life, in which case maybe you should have asked for a do-over. That's not going to happen. So enjoy what you've done.
When did you get so wise?
I was
Donnie?
just wondering that.
I've always been wise. You just
When have you decided to show us that you're wise? I guess is the question then. When did this happen?
It's those ketchup chips, isn't it?
I bet it was those
I-
chips.
they're pretty good.
All right,
Should
folks,
we be going back?
We gotta head back out
Probably
there.
gotta
You ready?
go.
And as you head outside, you will see that that Greg as Jam Appel is out there doing a quick like little signing of some people who are like, oh, it's Jam Appel, the super spy, right? He signs a couple of things real quick. And I'm just gonna do this for the sake of ease. And have a good time, you folks. Remember, you represent all of Canada out there. And actions have consequences. Right, Pepper? He says with a smile.
She'll be like smiling and waving at people, but she'll be like, "Fuck you, Greg."
And you're pretty sure out of the corner of your eyes you're walking away, he kind of turns and smiles, and...
Oh, super spy Greg.
Mouths, don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
And you go back to signing, and it's pretty good. You got about a half hour left when trouble begins to brew, though. It's out of the corner of your ears, you will start to hear something. Someone in line is watching something very inappropriate. You can start to hear, like, just the sharp... Oh, yeah, you're right. I am in a convention center again.
Whoops. Let's go back.
There we
Scene
go.
change. Scene change.
Scene change. It's because we don't have breaks in this one. Normally we'd have a break.
Yeah.
But, scene like a live show. You could hear that someone is listening to, with your super ears, Tessa, you'll be able to hear this. Someone is listening to what sounds like some porn on their earbuds. And
Oh, it's loud.
yeah, it's just loud enough that you can kind of hear, like, it's quite loud out of the corner of ears. Like, you ever been on the bus and had someone listening to headphones so loud you could hear them like 10 feet away? Someone's doing that in line, but because they're wearing earbuds, you can't really say anything at first, right? But he keeps nudging the friends next to him, and soon enough, a bunch of people in the crowd begin pulling out their phones and checking.
Can I hear better than everyone else? Can I hear what
You
it
absolutely, with your
sounds
super
like?
hearing,
Yeah.
you can hear the sound of at least 2 women in the act of carnal pleasure. And you will immediately recognize one of their voices.
Tess is gonna like write a note on a piece of paper and like, I guess no, all of our will we have our phones at the table?
Yeah, you have your phones out.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna like group text, be like, "There's a video of Piper going around. They're listening to that in line right now. Your video's leaked, Piper."
Get more Sharpies.
Sorry.
No, Piper get more. I think if Piper get Sharpies, you might want to leave.
Yeah, Piper will probably duck out then.
Okay. Are you...
Is there what floor of the convention center?
So
are we on?
you are on main floor, outward facing wing toward the Orca.
I was wondering if I could like knock down the Wi-Fi access points in the area, but they'd have cell reception up there.
Yeah, they have good reception right
That
there.
only works in the basement.
They
where the
planned for
reception's
you.
Terrible. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, that's yeah, that's right. So that's so you're set up alongside that immense,
The huge glass wall.
the huge glass wall. Like that's right where you are. Which good thing you didn't take like any deformation that makes you think like a bird, because then you just fly right into the window and die.
Pretty funny.
So good.
Piper always constantly is like dazing
I'm out.
herself.
Damn it!
Oh, hey, look.
Damn it, Ben! Why did you clean the glass so well? You knew we were having her over. All right, so you're gonna duck out.
Oh, that's a good question.
Is
Piper wanna
Helena
just
here
own
or
it?
is Danny
Yeah.
here?
Helen's back.
What does the note say that you passed the Piper?
I would have group texted everyone instead of
So
calling
are you
friends. So I
checking your
said-
phone, or are you just like posing with people and not checking your phone like a good celebrity?
Good
And
question.
just like buzzing around you.
Probably like if her phone's going off a lot, I would imagine if there's like a group message going on, so she'd probably look at it. Or I mean, like, would one of you like poke Piper and be like, "Look at your phone"?
Oh, I
Tessa
would
might.
absolutely do that.
Okay. But what does the text say?
It says like, FYI, I can hear your video being played around on someone's phone in line. And it seems like they're sharing it around. This might be a problem. That's what the text is.
Piper's gonna look at her phone for a minute and then text back, "Yeah, that's a fucking problem."
You may want to leave. We should maybe get Helen's attention. Tess will kind of like look up and look for Helen, giving like a
Look about.
glance. Where is she? Where is she?
Sorry, I'm right here. What can I do?
We have a situation.
I see. Yeah, my phone's blowing up too. I'm gonna go see if I can take care of this real quick. I'm gonna make some calls, okay?
Should I just wait here,
What's your pipe?
surrounded by these people watching porn of me? What is this, AVN? That was Cape X.
Just give me 1 second. Let me think about the optics of this.
The optics. Piper's kind of freaking out.
Understandably.
All right, folks. Any last things for Snow Angel to sign? She has to go and do some aerial stunts outside before the Q&A. Last signs. Last signs. Oh, I've only got room for one more. And with that, a young girl comes up of just about 20.
Okay.
Quite.
Which, I mean, that means she's a year older than Piper, but yeah.
That's true. Okay, so we'll say 17 comes
Okay.
up. Quite heavily pierced, but all of them fairly fresh gauging on her ears, and comes up and like, I knew it, and slides you just a photo of you. Like one of your cute, like kind of World War II pinup style photos.
You want this signed?
Sign it with love. To Becky.
Sure. She'll sign it like, yeah, to Becky, XOXO, Snow Angel. But it's like totally off from her usual signature. Like it's kind of a mess.
It's kind of a mess.
It's just it's the regular thing that she writes, but it's all just like really messy.
Like, there you go.
Thank you. And she kind of gives you a demure as they pull her out of line. And all right, everybody, that's it for Snow Angel. If you want to see more of her, be sure to come in for the Q&A tonight. I'm sure you'll have lots of questions.
Oh my god.
Oof.
All right.
Oh,
Like
Tess is
there's,
gonna like send like the like
if there's any more they can see.
a bad gift being like, oh gosh.
Slap Donnie.
All right.
Goes flying across the room.
Helena's going to take you outside, walk you through with a couple of the bouncers and bodyguards that they have hired out, kind of blocking people's way as they're kind of holding things out for you to sign, trying to grab pieces of you, actually. As you're going through, you're going to brush against one of the stanchions, and a couple of your feathers are going to come loose, just between just brushing against it and stress. And you're going to see that actually about 5 people are going to lunge like it's a foul ball at a baseball game.
Oh my gosh.
You see someone take an elbow to the mouth hard. And they'll push you outside if you let them.
How far
It's
is
about
this away
20
from the
feet from you.
table?
About 20 feet from you.
If there's a fight breaking out, I'm gonna break it up.
Okay.
Like
So
to the point of like if someone is actively throwing elbows, I'm
it's
grabbing
not. It's
them.
more like they're just being.
The
It's like Black
stampede
Friday
kind of,
shopping.
yeah.
Fair. Yeah, she's gonna step in and kind of like grab the two people at the front and sort of hold them
Like
to the
lift them
side.
up.
Yeah, not like rough, but you know, it's easy for her to kind of just grab them and
Don't rip
Okay.
anyone's skin off.
No, I won't.
Not in
as-
the
Sober right
convention
now.
center.
So
We're
as
sober.
you push them aside, you will hear this like really gross voice as you kind of like push one of them back and hey, go step on me, mommy.
Oh my god.
And you don't think they're joking. That's
No.
the thing.
Rush
she's right.
would have heard that, and she's just like,
Chrissy pretends, like Catherine pretends that she doesn't hear this and just, all right, guys, everybody back in line. Let's keep everything calm. You're all going to have an opportunity to ask your questions later.
You're gonna feel a slight pinch at the back of your scalp. And as you
I'll turn
turn around, there's a man in his 30s who is holding about a dozen blonde hairs in his hand. I got it.
I'm going to gently, not roughly, I'm going to put
Kill
a
him.
hand on his shoulder. Yeah, just rough gently to kill him.
gently, just punch his heart out.
I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder. Not going to squeeze. I'm just going to hold it there that if he tries to move, sir, that is assault. There are
thought-
police officers just over here. I'm going to be flagging them down. I'm going to be having you arrested.
I thought it was Lucera. I was just
Sir?
trying. Just
I'm flagging police over.
no. The police are going to come and quickly take him away.
Perfect.
Can Rush try and like quickly grab the hair, super speed?
Before he eats it, you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
able to. You'll be able
She's,
to. Piper, you'll be seeing this in the rear view as you're flying up into the sky. You'll catch this as well, which is why it's going to be a little frustrating later that afternoon when you're going to see the cops just let the guy go.
Oh. As I'm like flying up, leaving the place, I want to text Warhawk and be like, "Hey, are you busy? I kind of need a favor."
Yeah, what up?
I'm at Cape X right now. Do you have a minute to zip up here? I think I'm ready for that kiss if you are.
I can be there in about a half hour, yeah.
We like KK, thanks.
Smart girl, Piper. Smart girl.
15 minutes later into flying around and doing aerials and getting a lot of ooh, ahs from the people beneath you, you're going to get a message. Basically, your phone's going to go. It's going to be a call through back from Warhawk.
Like a phone call?
Yeah. Hey, I'm on my way up right now. I just saw a message about you did a like a sex video?
Not intentionally.
Fuck! How are we gonna spin this? Was it a buy phase? Like, what are we doing with this? Was it a deep fake? Like, come on! My PR guy doesn't want me to come up here.
Deep
But-
fake. We're gonna go with deep fake.
We'll say deep fake at first. You know what? I need plausible deniability on this, okay? I'm just gonna say, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say I think it's hot. I'm gonna say that it's your body and your choice, and that like guys like that, right? Like guys like girls and girls, like that's hot, right? Yeah, that's totally hot. Yeah.
Honestly, it's like the straightest thing. I'm unclear on why, but
Wait, shit. How old were you when that? Is that legal? Like, how old were you? Cause you're like, aren't you like 19?
doesn't matter. Deep fake.
I need to know whether or not I think it's hot. Like if the girls are under 18, I can't say it's hot. Okay.
But, I mean, I think it was in like the last 6 months or a year, right?
It was-
So
it was- yeah,
she would
it
have
was,
been
it was.
18. Yeah.
Okay,
He's like,
good,
no,
'cause-
I was 18. It's cool.
Dude, the last thing I need to get
it's not
is
cool,
canceled on
but-
Twitter again.
No, it's okay. I got you.
All right, I'll be there in 10. You're at the convention center that kind of looks like the Sydney Opera House? Or
Yeah,
other
the one that's like, it is, but not. Well, it's next to the Sydney Opera House thing. That's not a convention center.
Oh, okay.
It's just a confusingly named place that sounds like a convention center.
I thought they held conventions there.
No, that's the one next to it.
There's so it's that portion of Vancouver's a mess,
It's very
everybody.
complicated.
And they hold conventions of both, and neither of them are particularly good buildings for conventions.
No, they're both kind of bad.
They're both kind of bad. It's really weird. Especially because like Washington State has such a good one. And with that, he will zip up there, and you will be able to have like a little photo op together there. So as you're doing loops around in the air, Warhawk will, with his metal wings, kind of, hey, looking for me, hot stuff?
You know it.
Hey, I was in the
Edgar's a little
area.
strained.
I was in the area and thought I'd come by and give you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
I imagine we're both gonna like come down
Kind
for
of just
a
like
landing.
hover down.
Yeah. And then like walk cinematically. Can I roll to see how cinematic we can make
Yes,
it?
you're gonna have to. So I need a presence. Fame is your enhancement. So is your striking looks or stunning looks.
I was gonna do presence and persuasion.
Presence and persuasion is definitely the case for this.
Does that work? Yeah.
He will do so as well. He's got fame 2. That's gonna be. I dropped a die. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna reroll that because it's cocked.
I got 8 successes.
Holy shit. I got 5, but not 8. So he's going to kind of land with you, and you'll kind of walk. The crowd kind of bubbles around you. So, anyway, I've got to get back to saving the world, too. But, how do you want to do this?
Before you go, for good luck.
Yeah?
And she'll like lean in, and it'll be like a movie kiss, and the camera will pan in a circle, even though everyone's standing in one place. Somehow, the camera will pan in a circle.
That sounds
but
good.
actually, it's our tippy toes as we rotate.
Yeah. Are you leg popping?
Yeah, she's totally like she's like leaning up, has like one leg back.
And as you
and her
are going,
wings are like in a silhouette.
As you are going in, he's gonna be like, Patrick Swayze, ready? And he's gonna dip you down as low as you can with wings. He's very conscientious about this, having big metal wings himself.
He's gonna be like, okay.
Whoop, leg pop kiss, and whew. Thanks, my angel.
Fly safe.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just a little bit of love. See ya. And he'll fly off. Do you look longingly behind? Like,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Probably like walking up, you know, the railing that's outside, like outside the convention center, and
Yeah.
she'll like, and then like lean up. Like she would try and follow him, but she can't fly. But she can fly.
That sounds great. All right, and with that, the convention, the last 15 minutes of your signing is actually pretty dead. It's getting a little later in the evening. You've got about an hour gap before your Q&A session, and as that is, it gets a little slower. You're having a bit of a lull, where Piper is finally able to come back for the last, like, 20 minutes of signing, and there's, like, 5 people in line, and then none for a minute, and it's nice. There's that gap where there's really nothing happening. And then you'll see someone step in line. You got about 5 minutes to go before it's time to go get ready to go and get on your next appointment at this point. And approaching is Dave. Hey, he's dressed normally, not in his business casual. He's dressed in basically just like a windbreaker, a pair of Dockers and a polo. Hey guys.
Hey,
Steve,
it's so
hi.
good to see you. Piper's gonna like go forward to give him a hug.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tess is going out there to give a hug too.
Thanks.
Donnie.
I wanted to say that it was really swell working with you guys. I didn't really get a chance to say that on the way out, but
Sorry. Our outburst in childish action pushed Greg to do something hurtful, and I've been blaming myself all week for your firing, and I'm so sorry, Dave. If there's anything ever I can do, I feel really bad.
you know what? You can't really blame him.
Well, we can blame whoever we want.
I mean,
It's not your fault. You had to let the workers in. Like, you shouldn't have been blamed.
No, I mean, he's only human.
Oh. I feel like we all are.
No, you guys are much better.
Honestly, that's really debatable right about now, but
No, I mean, come on, look around. Look at that. I was there when I saw the fight over your hair. The stuff that's going around with Piper right now. I mean, it's you just can't trust them. You know? They're beneath you.
That's not fair, Dave.
no.
You're right. They're beneath us.
Well, you might be the best of all of us.
I was hoping we could talk a bit later, but they've got you on a really short chain. This whole Utopia North thing is just a huge sham. I was hoping to show you that.
Dave, when you said us,
I wanted to ask you really quickly whether or not you'd be interested in finding different employment.
I knew he looked like a Steve.
What do you mean? I was going to call the university and see if they had an opening for you.
You've seen how bad people can be. They need to be guided. They need to be helped by their betters. Here, just think it over, and we're always looking. And he'll slide a business card onto the table with just a phone number on it.
Take it, pocket it.
I hope that... I hope you'll choose to be on the winning side of history.
I will give Dave a very big hug.
And as you give him a big hug, he'll smile and whisper in your ear, Novus first.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I know. She will not react and smile and nod.
Tessa's eyes are going to go wide for a little second because she would have heard.
Oh, she would have heard it, yeah.
Yep.
By the way, I really did appreciate our connection. God.
Me too, David. It was great to see you. I hopefully
Good
see you
to
again
see
soon.
you all. You absolutely will. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Looks like you've got a line forming behind me, so I should probably go. If you see our mutual friend Greg, tell him he's a dick.
I will do that for you.
Yep. Of course, Dave. Anything for you.
Oh, and those files. Those files? Give me a call if you want some passwords. I don't think anybody should have access to that information. It's private.
Absolutely.
Let alone the government. But anyway, have a nice day. And he will head off.
Have a nice day, Dave.
Danny will just kind of, all right, folks, we got about 5 more minutes left, so line up in an orderly fashion to get these, to get your thing signed. Remember, that is only 1 signature per person per item, and 1 item maximum, unless you pay for additional tickets. What do you all do? You've got about 30 seconds before the next wave of people.
Who's the woman from the university?
That is Dr. Malloy.
Malloy. Would she have access to, like, hospital records?
Probably not.
Okay.
She's a science doctor.
Yeah, fair.
But do you have a contact that you think would?
Well, I have a patron.
Okay.
Who works, but I think we established that she works at Utopia North.
That means that they would be able to pull hospital records, yeah. So your patron would be able to, probably.
But I don't know if I want to ask them.
Okay. Well, think about it.
Do I have any? Would I possibly know anybody from? I do have 2 dots in library.
Sure.
Do I have a friend I could call and like say, hey, here's my logins? I would like to phone a friend.
Are you talking about Daniel Williams or Rick McPhee or Tony Taylor? It's gonna be Tony Taylor.
Okay, sure.
What are Tony's pronouns?
They, them.
Okay, and is it with an I or a Y? That's very important to me. Or an E.
I.
It's not an E.
A Tony.
That would be a very NB thing to do, though. Would be to have a Tony with 2 E's at the end.
No, with an I.
Okay, cool. That's also a fairly NB thing, but like the E is just like,
it's so good. Yeah.
Now you're trying a bit hard, but okay.
Yeah, no, someone that like I know that isn't related, like someone.
Okay, so who is Tony? What do they do?
They are a friend of mine from UBC.
Okay, so you quickly pull out your phone and make a call.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Tony, it's Kat.
Mm-hmm. I have caller ID. What can I do for you, friend?
If I send you a login, can you search a name for me?
Yeah. Is a cat fucking adorable?
I'm
talking about you.
Well, then yes. Haha.
Yeah, hun, send it over.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye. And I'll hang up. And I assume because I've done most of my research in Novas.
Mm-hmm.
If I have any kind of registration database I have access to or something like that, I would like them to search up Dave. And I'm going to send a picture of him.
Okay. And
the name that I have for him. And I would like to see if he is registered in any kind of Nova database.
Sure. About 15 minutes later, you will receive a response, because it's going to take some time to search that over. As this is all going on, however, is anybody doing anything else in the meanwhile there that needs to be stated?
Piper's just thrown for a loop at this point. It's been a big day.
It's been a big day for literally nothing happening, right? I love the mundanity of this campaign, of this chronicle. So about 15 minutes later, as you're taking your quick breather between sessions and maybe like, oh boy, so you just basically got away from the table after going a few minutes overtime, we'll say. You get a phone call back. Hey, I looked through everything, they say. This person exists.
Yeah, I've seen them in person, so what do you mean by exists?
Okay, well... I don't think they're a real person.
In what sense?
Okay, well, I have, or... How do I put this? I couldn't find really much on the hospital record, just really basic stuff. Boring, vanilla, super vanilla, like French toast. So I went and I called one of my friends who does facial recognition software. The face is off of a missing persons case from 3 years ago.
Huh.
Some
Can you
hiker.
send me? Yeah.
Yeah,
hiker?
he was a hiker on Vancouver Island who went missing. They found his body 3 years ago. Two and a half.
How so?
No, actually, wait, hold on. No, didn't find his body. Sorry, he was reported missing 3 years ago. Funeral arrangements were made 2.5 years ago. My bad. I'm looking at like. You don't want to know what I'm looking at. Went off walking guy named Marcel LaRusso. Here, send you.
Find anything on him?
No, hiker, father of 2. Went missing. Presumed dead or something.
Okay.
He's a ringer.
Yeah. Send me what you have. But thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. I owe you one.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you later.
Cheers, Spike.
What are you all talking about? What are you all doing?
Tessa would have like started eavesdropping and trying to keep conversation, but at one point, once that started going, Tessa would have just like stopped talking to whoever's there, and she would have just been like intently listening in, very obviously.
So
if you were talking to Piper, Piper would be like, "What are they saying? What are they saying?"
So in your little green room, it's just the 4 of you and Helen there at this moment. The bodyguards are all outside, kind of just blocking people from annoying you. Is everything okay?
Everything's totally fine. Yeah. No, I just had a one of those. I don't know. You get those itches where you need to know something. So I just had a friend of mine look something up.
Sounds
Tessa's
good.
gonna go Google the name of the hiker and stuff like that. She's like on her phone trying to figure this out herself. She's like,
It looks just like Dave. Have you seen my daddy type of posts?
yeah.
Father of 2 missing.
How old? Like this looks like Dave 3 years later, or like
This looks like
identical.
Dave. This looks identical to Dave.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Everything
Piper
okay?
looking over your shoulder is like, "Is that Dave, but dead? Undead. Zombie."
I'm gonna send a quick message. Well, no, because they might see that.
Do you need a couple minutes? It sounds like
Yeah,
you're talking about
that'd be
superhero
great.
stuff above my
Yeah,
pay grade.
yeah. Thanks, Helen.
No worries. I've got you.
Okay.
She'll leave.
As soon as she leaves, I'm going to turn to specifically to Tessa and say, keep an ear on her, like mouth it, just in case Helena's going off to tell somebody.
Yeah, I know Tessa will kind of like, because she will kind of go to a distance where she can kind of keep an ear out on both Helena and you guys, so she can hear what you guys are saying, but she will
Sure.
definitely try and be like sneaky spy, trying to see if Helena's going off anywhere.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think Dave is a Nova. I'm gonna go with either shapeshifter or is a synthetic being. I'm gonna go with shapeshifter unless he's being run by somebody else, because the whole us thing. Thoughts?
Could it also be he was the hiker and then he erupted?
He hasn't aged, which I suppose is possible.
Yeah.
Definitely a possibility.
I feel like we should like follow him or something.
Well, he did invite us. Do we?
I guess we could also just do that. Yeah.
Tessa will run back and be like, I think we should phone him, and then go find Helena again.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get through tonight. Everyone, eyes open, because who knows what's gonna go on here. So let's put a pin in it. Yeah? Okay. guess we'll call Helena back in.
Did she go anywhere? Or did she just?
She just
kinda
went
go
outside of the thing.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Wasn't sure if she was like running off to tell Greg they're talking
Yeah.
about shit. They know things.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
All right. So stepping back inside. All right. So you're on in a few minutes. We should probably get you backstage there.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You ready for this? There are going to be some fun ones. I helped vet them.
Oh, great.
Trust me, they're actual fun ones this time.
Are they actually? Are they, Helena?
They are actually. Trust me
Hey.
on this. They're weird ones. Okay?
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
30 minutes later, you're on stage. And true enough, some of these questions are fun. The ones that they've seated the audience with, the ones that the host is asking. Some of them are just silly ones. This one's for everyone. If animals could talk, which one would be the most annoying?
Oh, Chihuahua for sure. Chihuahua, definitely all the way. I mean, they yap all the time. Just imagine like having voices now to the asking me to do stuff. Hell, can you get? I want attention. Blah 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 blah. Like, come on, just imagine Chihuahua talking, guys. Come on, it's hilarious.
That's
Never
all
mind.
I don't have to imagine it. Donnie's doing it over there.
Seagull.
Seagull. I can agree with Seagull, says Sarah Jarman, who's your host of the evening. And Donnie, do you have an answer for our audience member there?
Slugs.
Slugs. Okay. All right. Do we have any other animal related questions? 1, 2. Wow, that's a lot of animal questions. Okay. Let's move on to you, sir. This is a dumb question, but well, thanks for asking. What's your favorite swear word? Oh, no, you don't actually have to say it, folks, but you know, you can hint. Our superheroes don't swear. We're Canadian. It's our favorite swear word is sorry.
Sorry, I believe you mean sorry. It's AWRRY.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. SO. Sorry.
All right, so Dr. Christie, you started off here. So, what's your favorite swear word? We're going highbrow with these questions, folks.
Well, I would be lying if I didn't let out a good SHIT every now and again when something doesn't go well in my experiments.
Fair enough. Do you ever do a eureka?
Sadly, no. Nothing has come in quite that much of a shock of inspiration.
Fair enough. What about you, Snow Angel?
Well, yeah, back with some of my Air Force pals, they had some like pretty graphic language. I think my favorite one was, and she'll like lean down to the microphone, and right as she's about to say it, she'll just like accidentally unplug the microphone, so it'll just be like quiet.
Oh! It just be,
And then she'll plug it back, and be like, oh, darn, oh man, I'm sorry, I must have screwed that up. Rush?
Oh, I don't have. I say my favorite swear word. Well, I do. It starts with F and ends with UCK, and it's fire truck for sure.
the audience enjoys that one as well. And Donnie, what's yours?
Oh, I'm not a particularly huge fan of spicy language, really.
All
Womp womp.
right, we'll say that it's hot dog and call it a day. All right, next, you, little girl in the green dress. I was wondering, what's your favorite part about being a hero?
Oh, I can answer this one right off the bat. It's got to be the teamwork. I mean, if it wasn't for the teamwork, I don't know how I could get through a day.
And that's when you notice that several of the audience members are starting to pull out their phones. They're starting to look at their screens as this question is being answered. Keep going. Keep going.
No, that's about it.
No, but like, someone else.
Out of character going. Well, I have to agree with Ignition. Absolutely, being part of a team is pretty incredible. And getting to meet lovely people like you, I think, is a good part of it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be really, really cheesy, and just the knowledge of being able to help people and make this world a better place is probably the best thing about being a hero. Having a difference and changing the world for the better.
Okay. And more people are pulling out their phones and looking at them. It seems like about a third of the audience has their phones out at this point. It's about that time that your phone starts buzzing in each of your pockets.
Piper will probably like start answering and then get distracted by her phone and like glance down at it. What does it say?
Catherine's trying to be professional and not look.
There is a live stream broadcast being shared with you right now.
Of us?
To you.
To us. Of...
There's a shadowed man, well, male figure speaking. And it's going to cut in midway through the live stream as you hold it up. Like Prometheans before us, we will share this fire. It takes a visionary to accomplish this, which is why the Terrigen are stepping up to make this happen. We will usher in an age of pure enlightenment, a new era of humanity. Starting here. Novus first. And it'll cut.
So that was weird. But I would say the big thing for me is the fans. Like, it's just so amazing coming out here and meeting all of you. Does anybody know what that was?
And it's at that point, Dr. Christie, your phone's going to ring again.
I'll take a quick look at it.
Dr. Malloy.
Oh. What is have things kind of like broken out, or are people still sitting in there?
People are murmuring and talking and stuff. And hey, folks, we're gonna take 5. Reminder: no flash photography here. Don't forget that tonight we have our ticketed ball event. So don't worry, Sarah is a consummate professional.
Goody. In that case, I'll wait until I get off stage and then answer the phone.
Okay.
Dr. Malloy?
I'm guessing that wasn't you.
What happened?
Someone who looked just like you.
Did what?
They took Pygmalion.
Shit. Okay, stay where you are. I'm gonna send people right away. We will be there as quick as we can.
Don't let them use...
We won't. Shit. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run out onto the stage. Is everyone else still out there?
Everyone's still out there, yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm super sorry to interrupt this, but as superheroes, we do have a job to do, and we have been called to do that. So we will do our best to be back in time for the ball tonight, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll signal to everyone, like, let's go.
Yeah, Rush probably overheard the phone conversation. She's like,
you need to get to SFU right now.
I am. Bye.
So as you are saying that, you're going to hear something on the other side of the phone. Still, like, assuming that like the line didn't go dead.
Yeah.
And you'll hear, hello?
Hello?
Cat. Don't worry,
Yes?
she's just sleeping.
What do you want?
She'll be fine. Sorry, we had to move up plans. I guess what I need to know. You and the team. You in or out?
I can't speak for the entire team. Perhaps we should speak in person.
I'll meet you at SFU.
We'll be there as quick as we can.
Some of you quicker than others, I bet.
Mm-hmm. I'll bet.
I need you to trust me again, Cat.
I'll do what I can.
You're the smartest woman in the world. You definitely should see the logic here.
I would be a fool to fall for that, though. We'll talk to you soon.
Goodbye, Cat. And what do you do?
I'm gonna signal Tessa to go. But like, don't engage.
Yeah.
And then
Stall tactics. Yes. I will stall.
Just watch things. And then I suppose I'll look to the other two. Can one of you guys take me with you, or should we see if we can get a chopper from here?
I don't think I can lift you.
You
I can only lift like 100 pounds, right? That was the amount of rubble I lifted.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. I'll say the rubble was a bit. If that size would have been more than 100 pounds anyway. So.
Okay, sure.
You can air transport Molson.
Sure.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to like ride on my back, or should I like carry you?
Either is gonna be awkward. As demonstrated with Donnie the other day, it's gonna be weird no matter what.
All right, let's do a piggyback.
Hey, I'd take you, but it's gonna get weirder.
Why would it? Never mind.
With that,
That's cool. You can explain on the way. Let's go.
you launch yourselves out the side of the convention center, heading towards Simon Fraser University's mountain campus. And as you do, the sight of a blur approaching, the sight of the flames from ignition lighting the sky. A group of individuals on top of it watch your approach. Sir? What should we do? The one in the front looks over at your approach. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Let's hope they see reason. In the meanwhile, Sigma Protocol. Yes, sir. Novus first. Novus first, they all say in unison. And we're gonna call game there for the night. Because that seems like a good place to leave it. I'm sorry, Dave was evil.
Oh, I knew it from day one.
Dave won.
From Dave one.
Dave won.
All right, so we're gonna finish this up next week, and thank you for sending me a message there. That it was they're not, I guess, a little bit, but they're Nova supremacists. It's that weird thing where it's like you have to kind of look at this from a superhero perspective. And you're like, if there was a branch of humanity that actually had superpowers, wouldn't they kind of be superior? I mean, yes, but that's messy territory.
They're super Nazis.
They are a little bit, but if the Nazis actually were not worse than everyone else.
Well, I think the idea is that physical superiority does not always mean mental and or moral
or ethical.
support.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
And the Terrigen are not good guys, but that doesn't mean they don't do some good things. I'm sure they have like a community garden somewhere.
I'm sure they are very mutants first, and
his name is Steve. All right. I'll see if I can make a t-shirt with that. His name
was
Steve. I said once the reveal is I was just having Agatha all along playing in my head the whole second.
I thought that my Greg, because the moment you were like Dave's evil, I'm like, well, I guess Greg's asshole meter's gonna go up to subterfuge this, because Greg originally was gonna be really casual and fun, and then you were like Dave, and I'm like, okay, Dave's a much nicer guy, and Greg's an absolute dickhole. Because it's the only way you can do it to throw you guys off the trail, right?
I still I thought it was gonna be Dave, but then I forgot that I thought it was gonna be
That's
Dave.
the trick. Just like with You Know Who, from that song that we just talked about. You're like, I'm pretty sure, and then for an episode or two, you're like,
where'd they go?
but maybe.
Yeah, right.
All right, so hey, folks, we're gonna have our season finale of this run of Aberrant next Saturday at 2 p.m. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it in 3 hours because that's gonna be a big messy sesh. It's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what we did here, come give us a follow on twitch.tv/dorktales or youtube.com/dorktales. We intermittently run here on Onyx Path. And if you want to watch the last thing we did on Onyx Path, it's on our YouTube right now. That's our Scion Heroes for the Holidays game, which is a Yule / Christmas / a little bit Kwanzaa, I think, at one point, themed like holiday run that was actually a lot of fun. It was really good, and it'd be great to have you all come and visit us because we do this stuff. I do this. I run a lot of games. Come watch them, please.
I made a TikTok about it earlier. Yes,
it is
yes,
true.
you do.
So let's go ahead and say goodbye right here. Everybody say goodbye and plug yourselves on the way out. So I've been Kelly. Come see me on Dork Tales. Krista.
I've been Krista. You can come see me on Dork Tales as well, or Chahista FX on TikTok.
Bryn.
Bryn, you can find me at Frecklebites on Instagram or on Dorktales.
Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin, and you can find me on Dorktales or on my Twitch at @2nd_GenGamer.
Michael.
Not last but not least, I've been Michael. You've been amazing. Find me over on Dorktales and this little thing on Twitch called Semester Slays. I'd love to have more people, even though I never really do anything on it.
You're fun, and that's what's important here.
I try.
You try. All right, so that is gonna be it for us today. We will see you next week, and be sure to come and tune into stuff on our channel. Tomorrow is Cyberpunk Sunday, so we're gonna be doing a I don't want to spoil it for the cast, but anybody who's seen The Running Man might have an idea of what I'm doing. Anyway, enough Schwarzenegger references. We will see you later. Until then, Onyx Path and Dork Tales, stay super. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.